3 Harvard students and 2 recent grads just had their visas revoked because they participated in pro-Palestine protests. This now marks over 300 people who have had their visas taken away because of their activism. And despite MAGA rhetoric, going after activists was always part of the plan. This is Project Esther, a chilling blueprint crafted by the same group behind Project 2025. It was quietly introduced before the 2024 election, and it calls for the weaponization of anti-terror and immigration policies to crush the pro-Palestinian movement. It aims to deport activists who are in the country legally, revoke visas of international students and faculty, defund organizations, and brand pro-Palestine activists as supporters of Hamas, despite evidence to the contrary. Of the 47 points laid out in the 33-page document, Trump has already moved forward with 27, and some of the people involved with writing Project Esther now have roles in Trump's administration. The writers of Project Esther claim that these efforts are to fight against anti-Semitism, hence why it's named after the biblical Jewish queen. But as Democrats and conservatives alike have called out, this is just a way to undermine free speech and use Jewish students as scapegoats. The reality is, while Project Esther targets the pro-Palestinian movement, its true purpose is to set up a framework to silence any form of protest or dissent. One of the most extreme tactics involves invoking the Alien Enemies Act to speed up deportations without due process. This has now been temporarily allowed by the Supreme Court. Project Esther represents more than an attack on the Palestinian movement. It is an authoritarian roadmap to dismantle fundamental rights. Critics warn that this is not about combating anti-Semitism, but about imposing an extremist agenda that erodes free speech, criminalizes activism, and centralizes power in the hands of a president willing to label dissenters as enemies of the state.